Good news, everyone. 79-year-old dozing Donald Trump now has everything he needs to suck Gavin Newsom's dick.
You said coming soon, you're selling new knee pads for all CEOs, universities, and GOP bending the knee to Donald Trump, and you're actually selling these knee pads.
Because today, while the geriatric president was again falling asleep between a peace agreement signing between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo, during which the two leaders spoke for less than 15 minutes, much shorter than the 2-hour press conference he fell asleep in yesterday, Gavin Newsom was roasting a room full of CEOs, university presidents, and business leaders to their faces for bending the knee to dozing Don. And I have those amazing clips of not only what he said, but what he's selling and a brutal takedown and warning he offered to those same business leaders coming right up. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe to Really American if you too enjoy getting under Trump's skin.
You said coming soon, you're selling new knee pads for all CEOs, universities, and GOP bending the knee to Donald Trump, and you're actually selling these knee pads.
Oh, we raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. By the way, they're available today. By the way, some of you may need to buy them in bulk.
Yeah, and ironically, he's not kidding. This is his actual Patriot shop, and you can see some of the incredible merchandise that he's actually selling. You have the Newsom was right about everything MAGA hat here for $32. You have the Chosen One t-shirt, a picture of Newsom surrounded by Kid Rock, Hulk Hogan looking down from heaven, and Tucker Carlson. You also have the Trump is not hot tank top, perfect for summer, as well as the signature Donald Trump knee pads. The Holy Bible, unfortunately, MAGA Christians, is sold out, however. And we will come back to the humor, I promise, but right about here is where things take a turn. Real quick though, before we get to Newsom flipping the script on all those CEOs, it's important to note that this was during the New York Times annual DealBook Summit. Famously, the event where Donald Trump's ex-boyfriend Elon Musk did this.
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself. Go f yourself.
This year's conference featured the CEOs of Coinbase, BlackRock, General Motors, Palantir, Anthropic, Bayer, Major Food Group, Nordstrom, PayPal, Southwest Airlines, Mattel, Under Armour, Pinterest, Victoria's Secret, and others, as well as presidents of Oberlin College, Dartmouth, Johns Hopkins, Vanderbilt, the University of San Diego, and Stanford. And Gavin Newsom made those motherfuckers listen.
By the way, some of you may need to buy them in bulk, but we have the new Trump signature series knee pads on my Patriot site, which is an actual real site. I encourage you, if you're bored, to Google it right now. And they were sold out, just like our universities were selling out, just like our law firms were selling out, just like a lot of CEOs were selling out this country, our future, our republic, selling out my kids, your grandkids.
Yeah. Pretty powerful switch up from the humor he started with. And that is already, as we've seen, a powerful tool he uses in trolling Trump. For instance, as those powerful people in the room got more and more uncomfortable, at a later point, Newsom warned that if Democrats don't take control of the House of Representatives in 2026, we will not have free and fair elections anymore. Take a listen to this.
I believe this in my core of my heart. You will not have a free and fair election as we know them today in the United States of America if Speaker Jeffries is not sworn in a year plus from now. I really believe that. Sure, there'll be elections. Competitive authoritarians love elections. Putin, I think, got 87.3%. The runner-up was 4.3. That's what I mean by competitive authoritarianism. Ask folks in Hungary and Orban what's going on in Turkey. That's the model for Trump. I don't think that. I know that on the basis of a lot of evidence and fact. I saw, in fact, examples of that the day of our election, just a few weeks ago, where Donald Trump set out BORTAC teams, Border Patrol tactical units to Dodger Stadium to chill free expression, to chill election turnout. He said the day of the election, before one vote was cast, he said this was a rigged election, sent out his DOJ with no basis, no business to be in there for a state ballot. He sent Greg Bovino and his secret police that seem to have taken an oath in office to him, not the Constitution of the United States, to our campaign kickoff at the Democracy Center to chill participation in our rally. And he federalized 4,000 National Guard and sent 700 active duty Marines, not overseas, but to the second largest city in America. And there's still, our federalized Guard, still there. Wake up to what is going on in this country. It is code red, and I'm sure a lot of you are fine with it because a lot of people have figured it out. They know the game. State capitalism, crony capitalism, the great grift. A lot of you are doing extraordinarily well. But one of the things I'm trying to do better is express my concern, highlight that with more conviction and clarity, and also reinforce that we're about to walk into the 250th anniversary of the best of Greek democracy in the Roman Republic. This historic values of our founding fathers in 2026. And it's all on the line.
Holy fuck, man. That was powerful. I mean, he was talking to CEOs there. Meanwhile, you have Donald Trump posting this shit on the actual White House Instagram page, to which I felt the need to respond and say, hide the kids, Donnie the Diddler's coming to town. But I think it's so interesting because I've seen a lot of people on the left push back against Gavin Newsom for trolling Donald Trump. Not here at Really American, we're all for it. Some people have issues with his policies and different things like that. I think that's a completely separate conversation. But you can see, and especially when you hear conviction like that and talking to the business leaders, it is clear that the message behind it is working and he believes in it. Not only that, but you can tell it's working on Trump because it's getting Fox News pissed the fuck off.
You've taken on a real mockery of the president, mimicking his style of writing, using AI images, Marie Antoinette imagery, calling him a beta, all those tweets. And there's been some very interesting response by the president's favorite network where they seem very shocked, very upset by the tone in your tweets.
Yeah.
Stop it with the Twitter thing. I don't know where his wife is. If he wants an even bigger job, he has to be a little bit more serious.
I don't know what he's trying to do, but it comes across as childish.
A new performative, confrontational style. Maybe it wins you points with the loony radical base in your party, but America is not going to vote for that record.
No, they said, where's his wife? They want to wash my mouth out with soap.
So the bottom line of this whole thing, whether you agree with Gavin Newsom's policies or how he's governed California or whatever, realistically, he's going to be the next presidential candidate from the Democratic side in 2028. Personally, I consider myself very left-wing, more left-wing than the Democratic Party currently caters to. But I do see a lot of my peers online and people younger than me respectfully and optimistically wishing for something more left themselves, a Bernie Sanders, an AOC, something like that, which, great, yeah, I would love that. But if living in the fucking MAGA dis-reality has taught me anything, it's reality is fucking harsh. Change is incremental, and if we don't vote for the lesser of two evils, we get the greater of two evils. So to those people, I say, saddle the fuck up. I mean, yes, keep fighting for progressive change. Criticize the way Gavin Newsom handled the homeless crisis or housing prices in the state of California. That's all incredibly valid, but it doesn't mean you have to throw the guy out into the cold, because as it stands right now, that motherfucker is our best chance of not having a third fucking term of dozing Donald Josephine fucking Trump.
President Trump introduced a new and effective dynamism.
So nut the fuck up. And to the rest of you, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had a blast making this video. I thought Newsom's words were incredibly powerful, and I just love the way he incorporates the humor with the message of what he's trying to say. And I'm not gonna lie, the dude has balls. At this point, I would be surprised if Donald Trump doesn't try to suck his dick like he did Bill Clinton's and Zohran Mamdani's. Anyway, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, check out our Substack in the link below as well. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.